Hello, and welcome. We are back. This time, an empty sheet, since we are going to do a completely new project. But this time, I think it will be a bit more complicated than just doing a simple CRUD application. And what else? Yeah, that's about it. So this will be technically my first big project. The other one will not count it. And for this one, I plan to do the front end to it also later myself, but we will see how it goes. Since I already know how to program in React, JavaScript, HTML, and CSS, even though it's not my strongest point, at least compared to Java. I still prefer to work in the back end rather than the front end. But anyway, so the project that we will be doing for the next maybe week or two even will be a to-do list project. Now, to be fair, I don't even use to-do list to begin with, at least the app one. So instead of searching for common functionalities or searching how other people build their to-do list app, I will go with the assumption of what I already know myself. So since we will be already having a database, actually let's just outline first. So here we have our outlines, and we'll make this bold. Actually a bit bigger would be better, and this one also. Yeah, something like that. So for our outline, what do I expect from a to-do list app? So first we will probably have an account and a user, since we have a database. So how about we have this? What do I expect from that app? So first thing first, user to log in to their task. So that means that we will need a database, probably a relationship, I would say, even at that one, but we'll get to that part later. And what else do we need? We should be able to save tasks based on date or category, I'm not sure. So usually when you have a to-do list app, you will have one for today, one for tomorrow, and that's it. Is there something else? Probably let's ask ChatGPT. What are the main components for a to-do app? Data storage, notification. Actually, let me be more concrete with my example. I don't want components per se, but functionalities. What are the functionalities of a to-do list so that I can program it? Give me a general idea of the features. So we have task creation, task view, task management, and then task organization. Filter task. Allow user to filter task based on a certain criteria. Complete versus incomplete. I'm not sure about that one. How do I organize them? Search functionality. That will be interesting. Priority task, recurring task, optional, user authentication. I do plan on adding user authentication later, but let's go through one by one again. So we have task creation. I guess that's very self-explanatory. Functionalities. What was that? We have one task creation. Show the task in a list. Okay, that's the. Allow user to create a new task with at least a title and a description. You could say that, yes. Just to help myself memorize it a bit more, I think it will be better to just make a visual representation of it. And I should probably search for a better place to start drawing in. So what was said here, the title and the description. When I think of a to-do app, that's what I think. So you have the task here, and after clicking on it, you will see more information about the task itself. So you will have here, what do we call that? Not the title. Yeah, okay, title. And we say here, for example, more information. Ensure that the title isn't empty and that optional fields, due date, are properly formatted. Okay. Then we have task viewing. So to be able to view all the tasks, but clicking on the task, show the details. I already mentioned that part. But what exactly are we viewing? Show the task in the list or a grid format. I will think about it later, but for now, let's just keep it like that. Task management, creation. We already went over the creation and we went over the read. Now for the update and the delete. Modifying the task, provide an option to remove the task. Mark the task as completed. Let's change the task visually. So I should have a row for also completed or still not completed. Okay, I forgot to copy the entire thing. I'll write a short description about each later. Task organization is the filter. Allow user to filter task based on certain criteria, complete versus incomplete. So to either show all completed task or incompleted task. Priority level. That one is probably the most complicated one so far, because I'll have to think about a lot of stuff to make it work. let's just keep it here for now. I want to get a top-down view first before actually going to anything else. Search functionality. I never did any search functionality, neither am I sure how to do it. But we will see. Due date reminders. Not necessarily. Prioritizing task was part of the organization. Priority task. I think there is better ways to handle it, but we'll see. Recurring task. No, I don't want that for now. User authentication. Probably. Data persistence, of course. Mobile responsive, that's for the front end. Categories and tags. It's an optional part, but I will keep it. It seems like a fun idea to play with after. Notification and alerts, data backup, dark mode. Okay, I think I get the gist of it. So none of these are written in a proper manner, so we will rewrite them now. So let's just have more of this here. So the first thing will probably be task management, which is the CRUD application. So there where we will apply the basic CRUD application that we want. We want to view, so that's for single task. We want to create a task, maybe update it, delete it, or what else? Read it, of course. So that's the first part also. Task viewing. We want to be able to view all the tasks at hand. Task viewing. Do we need the search functionalities for the task? I am not sure. I mean, depends how many tasks do you have, but if we are talking a simple one, not okay. Let's go back to my drawing. So how do I want my to-do list function? So I want to have a page like this, and I want to have, like, for example, today here. Then probably a button here to change, and then I will have the tasks that I need to be done do today. And some tasks would be finished and some tasks would not be finished. So with that in mind, do I need a search functionality? Probably not. Yeah, I don't think we'll probably need that, but we will see. I may just keep it as optional part. Task organization. I have a couple of ideas for organization, but I want to make sure what organization they meant here. Well, yes, like we did in the drawing, we want to know the date and if it's completed or not, but is there something else? Priority level, not necessarily, no. We say task organization. How will we say? I'll do that more in the details part. Search functionality, I'll keep it as optional. Prioritizing tasks, I would say also that's an optional. For now I just want the bare bone of the app. User authentication, I'll add that later. Task categories and tags. Yes, I can agree. We can even have the category like, well, something around here with the tag mark. Task organization and tags. I'll say task category, not necessarily categorization. Okay, it's the same thing. Task categorization and tags. And after all of that, we will need the user authentication, but I'm not sure. Should I authentication? How would I go around with that one? And of course we will save all of that. Now that's for the functionalities. Now going one step under, what exactly do we want? One task management. How would we do that? We want to, it's a bit too big. To apply all CRUD related operations for the single task. For example, we can say creation of a task, viewing a task, editing already existent task. What else? Deleting task. So these are the CRUD applications that we want. And each one of them is part of the letters. We have C here, R here, U here, and T here. Actually, maybe I should even change their colors. What color should I pick? Probably blue. No, that's too invisible. Yeah, that's more like it. Visually unappealing, but then you can say just based on that how much I suck at design. I did try to go a bit into design before, but it wasn't my thing. It's not like I cannot get good at it, but just we need time. So that's task management. Very simple, and that's where we will basically revise all that we have done so far. For the second one, we have task viewing. We want to view all task viewing. We want to view all tasks related to a specific criteria. What criteria do we have? We have what? We have the date. I guess that's it, because here I'll either show the date of the tasks. Yeah, I'll just show the date of the tasks. That's it. And I can press here and pick a specific task. But that's about it. And that will be our main page. So that requires some type of filter. We want to filter our database with the task related to a specific date and then return it. And that's how we have multiple tasks. Date category. But I think that's about it. That's our task viewing. What about our task organization? For organization here, it's complete versus incomplete. The date we already managed it, but let me check again what was the requirement here. Due date is already part of the management. Task management is to have the ability to do certain tasks, but I think that's part of the front end. I don't think I need to have it right now. Or should I? I'm not sure. According to here, task management, modifying, manage a task complete, all that stuff. Undo task completion. Oh, that's important. We say editing, allow user to modify. We did that. Deleting, mark as complete. Yes, that's very important, and it is part of the management. We want also to perform additional tasks like For example, we want to mark task as completed. Or undo task completion. So yes, task organization, that's the one I'm going to do now. But I would say one is related to viewing because that will be our main page, and one related to organizing. So the more broken down the tasks are, the easier it will make my job here. Organization. I say complete versus incomplete. So, but where will that even be? Should we give actually the user the option to actually, let's just make it as a fixed one, showing all the completed one first and then the incompleted one second. Showing the completed task first before the uncompleted one. I mean, we can play with that one later, but for now I just like viewing the completed first before the incompleted. Just more relaxing that way even. Organization and tags. The only tags I can think of because we will not be the people responsible for creating the tags, we can't just give a default kind of one first and then ask for the user to make their own tags. Okay, I couldn't do that. Never mind. Task category, not even sure, should we even call it category? Just tags even is better. So here we want to have the user be able to create tags and add them when creating a task. There is obviously more functionalities that can get that can get more, for example filtering that based on category and the search functionality also, but all of that we will leave it for later. So I think for now we will just focus on these four. So now for the first question that we need to answer, which database type we will be using. Since we finished this part, Now I want to see how will I design the database for that one. So definitely we'll have a user and we'll have a relational database, because first I think it's more appropriate, and second it's because I haven't learned yet the non-SQL database. Well, I mean, I will probably in a month from now, because I have examined that subject, but for now just focus on the user. Let's say we have the user. The user should be able to perform a task. But that's about it. But why do I feel like we'll probably be needing some more? So one user can have probably multiple tasks, and a task can be only done to a user. Actually, how about we ask ChatGPT about that one? Which type of database is better for that type of project? Okay, let's just continue for now. So we'll probably have the user information here. What would be the user information? We'd say probably what, email, password, username, what else? They should be able to log in using the email and the password, and the username should be displayed at the top. What else should I need? Think that's about it. If I remember something, I will also write it. Ask for the task. We will probably set completed, and that one will be true or false. We say the tag, the title, and we want to connect these two, so we'll probably do the title. Task title, should I call it? Yes. Just task, because each user can have a task. I'll also get to that part. Title, description, what else? Create a task, view it, edit it, delete it. Yeah, of course we need the date. Mark as completed, undo the uncompletion. We want to view all the task date. I think that's it. So how we will be able to connect the tasks here? As far as I can remember, it's through foreign keys, and to have a foreign key you should have yes, I forgot the most important thing in here. Task ID and we will say here also task ID, and we will have here just ID, and that's how will they be connected through the task ID. This one here will be the primary key, and then we will have this here as a foreign key. And that's the database design. So let me just copy the style from here. Database design. So we'll have user, and we'll have ID, email, just call it username is better, password, and task ID. And we will have this one here as the primary key, and output here, that one. I wish we had a different type of underline, but it is what it is. 1 2 3 4 5, 1 2 3 4 5. Yes. Now under we will have the tasks. Let's call it task to avoid confusion, and we say task ID, and that here will be our primary key. Actually, let's just even delete that part. Task ID. What else is completed? Tags title description, date, tags title description. One, two, three, four, five, six attributes. 1 2 3 4 5 6, and that's the database. So we are done with the database layer. We are done for the logic. Why do I feel like I'm missing something? Not sure, but that should actually be probably it. But why do I feel like I am missing something? So that's the design part. We got the logic. What else? Yeah, I forgot to mention we should probably also make the GitHub for each of these types. Okay, I think that's it. If there is anything more, should probably make a section for difficulties, and another section for probably in another page, you know. We will call it what I learned. That should be enough for now. Now to actually go back for our project. And we will also need to create a new repository for that. repositories, say new to do list. Just create it, and that thing we need it for later. Now for the Spring initializer. Now let's get for the dependencies that we will need. Java, yes, Maven, one. Not call it demo, I'll call it project. I don't know, better to call it to do list. To do list backend. I'll keep it as the example. So I will probably use Lombok because I just want to get used to it. Spring Web, of course, because we are building a RESTful API. Reactive, building a reactive web application with Flux, nope. None of these here. No template. We'll definitely need the security for the authentication later. Spring Data GPA for the repository. Then we need the driver for PostgreSQL. That one is NoSQL. Messaging, input output, ops, testing, Spring Cloud, configuration. I see nothing more. Yeah, that should be about it. Now let's generate it. Probably I should save it here. Projects. We'll open the folder for that one. And we will extract. Now to actually open the project, we need a new project. Probably take the link from here. Yes, trust the project, and on this window. So everything seems to be just fine. Not sure what that one is, but let IntelliJ do its thing for now. We have the dependencies that we want. We'll probably be starting with the database, but that's the test. That's the to-do list. Now for a final thing, how do I connect it to GitHub? Because I don't remember how. Get. I only watched the video once, so I don't expect myself to immediately remember it, but version control integration. Okay. So now we need how to add GitHub to IntelliJ, because I don't remember how to add Git in IntelliJ. I think that's the one that I watched.
Remote. Okay, so in this video, I'm going to show you how to connect GitHub and IntelliJ. So first of all, I already created repository, and
We also did.
grab this link, copy,
Okay.
and then go back to IntelliJ and click on VCS, enable version control integration, Git, and then again click on VCS, remote,
Okay. VS. I need to check she did something fast.
enable version control integration.
Okay, enable version control. Yes. Then we go again.
Git,
Okay.
and then again click on VCS, remote,
Okay, and then we click on get. Remote. Now there is no VS for me to click on. Let's get.
remote,
Pretty sure I don't have any remotes. Commit, push, update, pull, merge, rebase branches, new tag, reset head, show, get log patch, current file, GitHub. Okay, it's called manage remotes. Here we see add. Then we paste that one. We said okay. Cannot add remote. Detect ambush repository. The system has not record ownership to add exception for some reason.
and paste the URL I copied. Okay, so first I need to pull the.
It's 2 years ago. Probably will not work then.
IntelliJ. So I have a new project here, and I want to be able to push this project from IntelliJ to my GitHub. So wait.
No, I want to connect it to GitHub first. To connect Git repository in IntelliJ. 4 years, 2 years. I think that's the one that I watched.
ID. Let's do log in via GitHub app, and then click on customize, and then open all settings. Expand.
Customize. Well, I mean settings will be an easy one to go to. What is version control? GitHub. I'm already connected, so
Partial control, and then click on GitHub. Here, log on your
I
account,
added the account.
and then a new script created. Now associate. Now I'm going to.
Okay, it's also ECS.
So click on Git, and then click on commit. Now check this box, and here enter the initial commit message.
But I already have one. But this one, I want to add a specific repository from the done it just now. Maybe something wrong with the URL that I created. I don't think so. Cannot add origin. Okay, for some reason I cannot add it. To add a GitHub repository to IntelliJ. I need to make sure that I spell IntelliJ correctly, because I always forget. Already logged in, clone repository. So it's done by cloning. Okay. Clone repository. That's the URL here. What do you mean? Okay, I'm not sure what that means. No, wait, did it? Okay, that's my path. It's not the URL. Why it is not copying the URL? Okay, probably that's why the other one didn't work. Invalid directory path. Okay, how about we try the manager again? Okay. Not sure what's not working now. Nope, no thank you. I already added. Enter your GitHub credential, username, password. Working with the Git repository. To create a new repository, import version control. Choose the project directory and click OK. Create Git repository. ECS, import version control, create. I mean, I don't have ECS now, but I do have this one. Manage robots, clone. Okay, I missed the file. Oh, that's the URL here. This directory already exists and it's not empty. But I did manage to do it yesterday.
Welcome back to my channel.
Definitely not this video, nor this video. Which video did I just create? Probably from this guy, the GitHub video that he made. No, I also don't think so.
What I'm going to talk about now is version control on IntelliJ. So what I'm giving it, so you can do that, and you can enable version control, and then you select a version control system to associate with the project root, and that's going to be Git for me. You can select materials for version, or and then click OK. Now, if you do not have Git installed, okay,
it's definitely installed.
Okay, and I can commit changes, I can push stuff, and the color of my class is going to change. Okay. So, for example, I want to commit this, right? So I want to, this file is automatically added, which is red, and then I want to commit. Click on commit, and here you scroll down to the file that you want to commit. My first class. Do I want to commit the class file? No, just the code. So just my first class.java. That's all I want to commit. Okay, it's going to be my first version.
I want to commit it to a specific repository.
Just commit, but you can see it because the window is a little bigger than my screen. So I'm going to commit, and this file is committed. And then any other changes that I do are going to be, git committed.
Okay, let's just try and actually commit our project now and see how it will go. Say commit to There's no changes. The select files to commit. There is nothing here.
And then it says one file committed, final version, and here's the Git output. This is not a
Oh. So about this repository, we have two, and the one about this one, I want to be able to commit to that project. Okay, maybe ChatGPT will know about that. How do I connect IntelliJ? I hope that's how it's called. Only one I always make it both. Yep. How do I connect IntelliJ to a GitHub repository I just created? Open IntelliJ, create a new one, initialize Git, it's already initialized. You connect using HTTP, I'll walk you through. Go to IntelliJ IDE, settings, preference, then file settings. Settings. Now what? Settings. Set up Git authentication. I already did. Open the terminal or the Git pan. Git remote and add the repository URL. Is that how you do it? Not sure. Never done it that way before, but okay, let's try. Now where is my terminal? Again, I never tried pasting before an entire URL in a terminal before. That would be a first for sure. Fatal detected dubious ownership is one file system that does not record ownership. To add an exception for this directory call. Not sure what that error is. But let's just copy it. Then add it to Mr. ChatGPT here. Find issues from working with that may have potential unsafe file programs on system. Just flagging as potential unsafe, like because the ownership information is not present and it's not right. By adding the list of saved directories. Wait, all of that it's because I saved it on the okay. Verify the change. retry remote addition, all of that because it's saved on my hard disk. So now what, should I change the entire thing here? Even if I did want to refactor, how? Project structure, nothing about the URL here, so nope. Local history, repair, open recent project, close project. Let's just open settings for now. The settings here is general, not the specific folder. Should probably watch a tutorial more about IntelliJ. Okay, what will happen if I just took that thing here and just paste it on the, how much space do I have on the desktop? Roughly 6 gigabyte. Oh, fuck it, I'll just do it. It's because I have the project opened here. Exit, try again, just delete that. Not sure what that is. Might as well just delete it. That's it. Now if we try to open the project, it should give us an error. I mean, we can just open. And now, wait, but that's the user. I was like, how's that thing even created here? What? Okay, let's try opening the project again. This window. Okay, now it seems to be working again. Everything seems to be in red. Where is he adding all these files? Now to go back to ChatGPT and wait, I'm probably sure we can make it from the remote now. You just get the URL again. So it seems like there is an issue with having it in a hard disk. I mean, there probably is a way to go around it, but that's not the issue that we are having now, so nope. And now that's the original project, which is the empty file. What should we call that? Basic configuration for the project, and it's empty, meaning no code. Just commit and push. Commit and push anyway. Yes. now let's check if the repository have it or not. Yes. So everything is working just fine. Oof. It shouldn't have taken that long. I mean, should probably also go talk more about that part here. The first difficulty that we faced was Git doesn't accept the file of the project to be in F. Make it capital F. And what we did was actually that way is better. Move the file to the C. Now the first thing that we learned here, how to add Git. MVCS, I think that was it. Let me check again. Oh, not that one. Yeah, this one. VCS only. Okay. Okay. VCS.
Enable version control integrity.
And then we say enable version control integration.
Yep. And then again, click on VCS. Remote.
And then after that, then get manage remotes, then add, then we say the link. Should probably make it like this. Let's move all of this way. So that's the first thing, and we made our first commit, so everything is working just fine. Now, where should we start doing our project? The controller isn't that hard now that I managed to do it a couple of times. I say I'll probably start with the repository. So first let's create a couple of things. We have two tables this time, not just one. So we'll create two packages. One we will call users. I mean, here we can call it users, but you cannot use the it should be fine. And we'll have another one called tasks. This one will have the first file we'll call users, sorry, not file, class users. I will don't ask that again, and let's just say cancel. I'll add it once I finished. We make one big commit afterwards. Not sure if that's the right way to do it, but then we have the interface users repository, and then we have the users user service. Doesn't seem good. User service is better. Let me rename that part. Where's refactor? Refactor. And we also have the user controller. And I missed it, and all of that is inside the tasks. Yes, refactor. We have tasks. We have task controller. Tasks. I mean, I should avoid using this. So this. We'll have to refactor that one also. Also, it's better to name this one also a task to avoid confusion. Now to create the repository. Task repository. Keep on missing that thing. Repository. Yes, something like that. So where should I start? I mean, let's start with the easy part. So for this one, add entity so what are the ones? I think private string email, of course, private string password, private string username, also the also private and ID. But that's a thing. Also another thing that I'm not sure about was the generated value. What are the different type of generated values I can have for the ID in Java? GPU. Yes, almost forgot we have the add ID. So we have auto, sequence, and table. UID. I think I used to have multiple ones here with me, and I also think yes, Spring Boot tutorial.
Spring
That-
Boot is by far one of
So the API layer, dependent properties, connection, add entity.
gives us the in here. I'm also going to now say add
Yes, ID add sequence generator, student sequence, sequence name, and all that stuff. I probably need to research it now, but my brain is already full for some reason. Should I research it now? I'll just leave it out for now, but put it as part of my to-do list. To-do list. First thing, search for what type of sequence is suitable for my project. But for now I'll go with auto-generated. For some reason everyone seems to be using long not int, which I probably should also mention here that I need to search more about. I kinda have an idea, but I'm still not sure. So now to do the setters and getters, and I need to do them from the Loam book. Searching and all of that stuff, I leave it at the end. How to use Loam book. I don't like doing research while I'm in the midst of the project, so I just keep them and do it first thing next morning. So that's how I'm supposed to do this one. Now to go to the task. So which is add entity. Now we have private boolean, which is as completed. Now let me check again for what other things we need. Task ID. Should have called that user ID. Does the naming conventions even get mixed? ID and task ID do they get overlapped? Okay. Also long ID. Probably they don't, but at ID at auto I basically copy pasted from the last one, that's why I don't remember it. Generated value and strategy type auto. Generated value strategy, we have strategy generation type. I think it's all capital because it's an unknown. No, okay. Generation type auto. Now that's 2, we have 3 left. Oh, the date is tricky because I remember there being a specific way to do the date. I guess I'll have to search for that even tomorrow, so we have now a very big list to do. Private string tag, and we have a description and also other. Private string title, private string description. Now what else? Yes, I should also mention here that I need to search for how to properly make a date attribute. Yes, that's the mapping for the first 2. Now, where is the properties? Yes, it's the template method. Now for this one, not sure whether should I just copy it from the last one or just memorize it. I'll also mention it here. The application properties list. Well, I mean, it probably will make my life a bit more easier if I just memorized it, but I can just copy it for now and then research every single line of them later. I should probably cut this one. Open in new project. No, open just without new. Just open. Just call my first CRUD app or my first app. I'm not sure. Check the source. It's not the CRUD app, it's my first CRUD app. I'll be sure it was CRUD. Anyway, new window. Where is the resources here? Just to save a bit of a headache for now. But I don't think I need to automatically write. No, probably not. So after I finish just completing every single one of them, then I'll probably add it. I guess we have done enough for just one day. Yeah, we made the list of the tasks that we need to do, prepared everything. We just need to research some aspect that I'm not so good at for now, because these questions will keep on appearing with each project, so might as well just address them right now, since the purpose of creating the project is for me to learn, not actually making the project. So that's it for now, guys, and I will see you next time.